Evan Rand here playing Farming Simulator 22, and welcome back to Westbridge Hills, our 10-year anniversary revisit here on the map. Still working on harvesting our, is it oats here? Yeah, still working on harvesting the oats yet, everyone. We started on field 17 here. We still have, pretty much most of the field left to go here yet. Like I said, just started on this field, Evan, so we'll hire the combine back up here in a moment. And then also I am working on baling up some straw on this field as well. I think we'll do some bales, make a little extra money that way, right? I also got about half of field 16 baled as well. So we'll get that going here in a few minutes. First things first, Oven, like I said, we're going to get the combine going. And then second thing, I want to go look at maybe purchasing another factory or two, maybe. Oven, we'll see once here. As I mentioned last episode, I think it was last episode, right? When we bought the field oven, that means we can now borrow more money. I know, it's great, Evan. Isn't this just great? Borrow even more money. I mean, it's the American way, just borrow. So yes, we're going to borrow some more money, Evan, and see what we can afford as far as factories go. Kind of looked around the map, Evan. I was kind of looking for an oil factory. I haven't seen an oil one here, lime station. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just missed it, Evan. Carpentry. Very well possible there's one around here. I just haven't seen it, but what do we got over here? That's the dairy. But yeah, at the very least, I figured we're going to probably start with a sugar mill. Now, sugar mill. Yeah, that probably means we're going to need sugar beets or sugar cane or one of those lovely products. First off, you know what? We got like 90,000. Do we have enough money we can just afford it now? Probably not. Come on now, visit the place. There we go. Oh, right there. Sugar mill for 80. Actually, what? We do have enough money, but let's just buy it. Building has been purchased. Okay, perfect. We now own a flour mill. Just what I've always wanted. Let's see what do we got here? Sugar beet cut sugar. Okay, so yeah, we can cut them. Or sugar cane. 3, 2. Oh, and we got to have pallets for this? Oh, you don't say. We got to have pallets, huh? I suppose that means I got to figure out where we make pallets. Actually, you know what? More than likely, where we make pallets out of one is probably the sawmill, which was, let's see, I think that was down in this corner. Was it this one? Nope, that's biogas. How about oil? Oil extraction. I might have just found another one. Debris crusher. There was a sawmill down here somewhere. Where was it? Aha, there it is. How have I not seen? This is actually the one I was looking for, though. Oil. What do we do with oil? Oh, okay, won't be buying that one. Moving on. I don't think that's the oil factory I was thinking of. On that oil factory is like legit oil, isn't it? Might be a new goal though. We might have to just see if we can buy that one though. I'm very, very curious as to what does this oil factory down here do then? Okay, well anyway, sawmill most likely. None of you folks, I don't feel like doing any forestry on this map. We might just we could always just like buy the sawmill and then buy the wood. We'll see once you have one. Okay, anyway, we got the sugar mill oven. Let's actually go back to the production menu here a minute because I want to double check this. So 3 to 0.2, 2.5 plus recyclable trash, huh? What is the recyclable trash? Huh? I've never seen that. That's a new one to me, Evan. So 3 sugar beets equal 2.5. 3 sugar cane equal 2.5. 5 cut sugar beet equal 3.5. Interesting. We'll have to maybe investigate that. Oh, maybe you folks can make some recommendations. Like, what would you suggest we do, Evan? Should we do sugar beets, sugar cane, or should we do the cut sugar beets? I've never done the cut sugar beets before, so that might be a bit of a new one. Okay, and then speaking of factories, Evan, let's go back to our borrowing menu, because, hey, I didn't figure we were done with just that, Evan. Let's go borrow some more money here. Probably won't let us borrow $1 million, so we're not trying to go for the oil factory, but I was thinking, what else do we got here? This was the food, food factory, Evan? Like, food factory. Wonder what the food factory makes. Or there's also the cereal factory. I think we could pretty much assume what the cereal factory makes, Evan, so I thought maybe we would check out the food factory. What do we make in a food factory? Oh, 160 for that, huh? Okay. Well, I'm going to need some more money for that then, aren't we? Borrow a little more. Pretty sure we can borrow enough for this. Don't know what our maximum loan is now, but 160,000. Oh my goodness, we need all kinds of stuff for this one. And what do we make at this one then? Oh, okay, Evan. Here's our this is our oil factory too, Evan. Okay. There's our oil factory. Okay, well, good thing I bought. This is actually the one I've been looking for. I've been looking for the oil factory. I did not realize the food factory was the oil factory. So that's cool. So now we can do like canola oil, and that will give us. Does that give us actual canola oil? Or is that just no? It actually is actual canola oil, isn't it? Okay. Olive oil, soybean oil, canned corn. So corn plus water plus interesting. Tomato sauce plus sugar. Canned olives, no thank you. Ketchup, sure. Soy milk, no thank you. Raisins, depends what you put them in. Grapes, sure. Okay, well, anyway, we got some more work to do because we got some factories to fill up. So let's get to work here. Oh, lots of air messages. 1590 drill, huh? What's that? Yeah, bored one of these days. I might have to look into that mod, see if we can clean that atrocity up a little bit. Okay, let's get back to baling here, everyone. Probably help lower it down here. Keep an eye on the combine too. Try to keep the combine moving here. It is oats, of course, Evan. Oats don't fill up particularly quickly, right? But actually, speaking of oats, have I taken a load of oats to the flour mill yet? Apparently I have, yes. Okay. Couldn't remember if I did or not. Yep. So we got one load over there already. I imagine we'll probably at least have one more load here yet before we're done. At this point, too, we have both oats. Well, actually, both. We have all three. Oats, corn, and soybeans still producing here yet. Corn is obviously almost out, although we have another field of corn coming up here, everyone. Remember, we bought another field here last episode. So once we're done harvesting here, everyone, we need to switch out headers on that combine. Which, speaking of the combine, by the way, I think we're maybe getting to the point. I don't know. What do you folks think? Time for a new combine? What I'm kind of thinking too, everyone. Or maybe the second combine? Maybe just run two smaller combines. We could always do that. It's not something I typically do. We usually just go right to a bigger combine. But we can always run a second smaller one. Anything on sale? Quite a bit of. Ooh, there's a nice little Bobcat on sale. Oh, who has their tractor parked right over the windrow there? I'm telling you, folks, hard to find good help nowadays, right? Well, now that we have all these new factories, I think we definitely have some new possibilities for crops we're probably going to want to plant. I'm thinking probably for sure like canola or something like that. I'll get some more canola oil, or we could do soybean oil as well, I suppose. Or not soy. Yeah, it was two soybean oil, wasn't it? Yeah, soybean, sunflower, and olive oil. Yep. I guess it doesn't really matter. Either one of those four. Well, probably not the olives, to be honest. I'm probably not going to do those. And actually, speaking of olives, I'm very curious. Of all those that watch me here, how many of you folks actually do olives and grapes? I don't know about you folks. I personally, I don't really do the olives and grapes, right? I've done them once or twice, maybe a couple times here in the game. But that's about it, everyone. Checked it out. It's like, okay, well, this is interesting. One row at a time. No thanks. And I'm sure it has a lot to do with them too. At least in my case, Evan. More on the farmer side of things here. Not so much on the. What would that be? Vineyard? Vineyard, I guess, right? I don't know. Maybe we should do a series on that at some point here, everyone. Maybe we just do a vineyard series. I think that's something I have threatened to do here a few times yet. Just we have not necessarily done a series on that. And actually, speaking of olives and grapes, it occurs to me, I don't know if I have actually done olives and grapes on any of my single-player YouTube series this year yet or not. The olives and grapes, I think I've all done on multiplayer. So we're at least going to get the tractor off the windrow here. And that's always the part I hate about this, Evan. Like, you got to unhire the worker if you want to do it properly, which is kind of a pain. But at the same time, I don't like driving in the crops either, Evan. So, you know what? We'll just, we'll do it properly here and unhire the worker. Probably about 50-50 I do that, Evan. Sometimes I just drive over the crop and unload. Other times, like, no, I don't feel like driving over the crops. You know, just, yeah, you don't drive over your crops, right? With that being said, of course, again, I don't have crop destruction turned on, so, like, we can drive over the crops. It's not going to matter, but still, just good practice, you know. Don't drive on your crops. Speaking of a multiplayer, by the way, for those who'd like to catch the multiplayer live streams, you can find myself over on Twitch. Again, that is RDAllen on Twitch. Link is down below. We are currently playing on the American Falls map, by the way. Another great little American map there. So yeah, for those who like to catch that series, like I said, check us out over on Twitch. And of course, speaking of the multiplayer, everyone, need to probably mention this a little bit more often, but we do have a multiplayer server. If you'd like to join us on multiplayer, you're welcome to do so. That information, again, is down below in the description there. Anyone, again, is welcome to join as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. And we ask that you please join us in on the RDAllen Teampseak server. Again, link for all that stuff is down below in the description of this video. And yes, by the way, we do use Teamspeak. We don't use Discord. We use Teamspeak yet. We're running the John Deere 8410 here, by the way. Don't actually have GPS set up at the moment. I suppose we could, but I mean, come on. How hard is it to follow a windrow? I'm pretty sure my driving is up to the challenge. John Deere here seems to be handling the baler quite nicely. Ooh, speaking of the baler, by the way. Do I have another tractor? Yes, I do have another tractor available. I should get our small tractor. That should be large enough, right? That tractor should be large enough to pull our bale loader. Start picking up the bales on field 16. So might go do that here in a minute. One. Let's go grab our other tractor here. And we can have course play do that. Start picking up the bales for us. And that way we can get that field replanted. Oh, yes. Got to remember, we got the lime spreader out. Once we're done harvesting. What's the field number on the big field we just bought? Is that 15? Yes, it is. Field 15, Evan. Once we're done harvesting that field, we'll have some work to do on that one. It needs lime. I was hoping the lime would get applied before we bought it, but alas, that one. Previous owner didn't be too interested in liming that field, unfortunately. So, okay, Courseplay, if you could kindly pick up the bales for us. Okay, fine. Field. Okay, you pick them up. There we go. For those of you who have never maybe used Courseplay before, one, highly recommend you check it out. Courseplay has gotten way, way better here in the last couple of versions. In Farming Simulator 22, we'll just call it Farming Simulator 22 because Farming Simulator 19, it really wasn't that much better in my opinion. Farming Simulator 22 seems like it's pretty solid, Evan. Plus, it's gotten way, way easier to use. That has happened in the last few versions of Farming Simulator, by the way. Last couple versions of Farming Simulator, Courseplay has definitely gone leaps and bounds as far as making it easier to use. Again, like picking up the bales, Evan. Go to the field. In this case, I did have to select the field. You don't necessarily always have to do that, even. But, select the field if you have to, and click go. And he's off to the races, hopefully picking up all the bales on that field. Now, mind you probably don't want to watch very closely, because the level of dirt going on over there is probably really... Probably end up with a brain aneurysm watching that, but... As long as you don't watch, Courseplay seems like it does a decent enough job. Ooh, I don't think I'm going to rear that tractor, am I? It's going to be close, Evan. It's going to be close. slide over. Just keep in mind, we do have duals on here. There we go. Wonder how much we missed back there. Oh, not too bad. We got most of it. I'm not going to worry too much about a little missing spot here with the straw. And it seems like no matter what you do, I mean, you always end up a little bit missing here and there. Just the width of the pickup isn't wide enough to get, like, the straw spreads out one way and then the next section spreads out the other way. I don't know if I see any sections. This one here seems like it's pretty straight. But, oh, yeah. The next one, this second one over here, I wonder where my mouse is. You get parts like that where it's spreading out either side. That can make things a little interesting sometimes, right? I don't know why the game does that, but just the way it is with a straw, I guess. Oh. Tank is full. Is that the bale trailer? Why, yes, it is. No, it's not. Tank is not full. Field is empty. That is probably the problem. Okay. That's an interesting message. You think you could just say the field is finished or something, but nope. Okay, well, we'll move on to the next field. We got plenty of bales on field 17 here as well. Might as well get started over here. And you know what? Probably need to reselect the field, so field position 17 this time. And again, don't click the start button on that screen, everyone. I don't know what that start button does. It doesn't do what you need it to do. At least in my experience, anyway. Contact. Looks like we should have plenty of room to clear the tractor on this side. Combine's still going yet? He's not the baler. I can't see him. Hopefully. He's blinking, though, so he's got to be close to being full. Oh, I got to say, having those gravity wagons look good on an American farm, don't they? Yeah, get rid of those European trailers, that's for sure. Earn yourself a couple gravity wagons. Not to mention those gravity wagons hold typically quite a bit more than the European ones do for some reason. Now, you would think, when you look at the European wagons, well, you think the European one should hold more, right? It's square. It doesn't have all the space taken up for, the gravity function of the gravity wagon, but nope, gravity wagon here still holds more. Oh, actually, while we're here, anything else? What is this? Oh, for grapes. Okay. Yeah, probably don't need that. Tractors. Iseki. Oh, is that that's an electric one? Wait a minute, no. It's got an electric symbol on it, but then it's also got that. That doesn't make sense to me. Okay, no idea. That might just be the horsepower one then, I guess. Yeah, okay. I was thinking that it was the electrical symbol, but nope. And a Bobcat. Ooh, looks like I need some paint on this one. FS Minor. Oh, that's the FS Minor one. Cool, though. I don't think we really need a Bobcat on here. And our bale loader is full. Might have to make a trip down to the... Oh, what's the name of that place here again in town? The Agricultural Fair. Mine looks like it's getting close to being full. Anyway, let's head over to the comment section here in a moment. I'm going to read a few comments. Once the combine fills up, then I'll hop over. We'll unload the combine and take those bales in. Okay, combine's full, as I was saying. Oh, nice. He's on the right side of the field this time. I can just drive over and unload him. Though we'll have to wait a minute because this front gravity wagon will be full. We'll unload it to the back one. It's nice when you have the windrows like this. Typically, your windrow lines up where you need to be with the grain cart or gravity wagon in this case, or whatever you're unloading into, right? Usually line up with the windrow, and that's where you need to be as far as the pipe is concerned. Moving on to the next one. And speaking of the next one, let's actually, you know what? Figure out where are we going with this here. Check our time-saving stock check. Another mod I highly recommend checking out of it. If you don't have that mod, it's available on the official Farming Simulator mod hub, and that is the time-saving stock check. Again, you can download that right from within the game, everyone. And basically, if you're not familiar with this mod, what it does, Evan, it just lists everything you have available that you can sell. So according to this, we have soybeans. Where we have soybeans, huh? Where are those soybeans? Huh. I'm going to have to look into that, Evan. Where do we have soybeans stored at? Because it's not showing us, so like if you're thinking it's the soybeans at the factory, I mean, it's not showing us the soybeans there. Where's the... Yeah. Something doesn't seem quite right. I'm going to have to look into that. Because none of the other, like, corn or oats or anything like that is showing up here. Okay, well, anyway, value sell at the restaurant, huh? I wonder when you automatically sell what actually happens with that. Very curious. Anyway, straw, sell everything container, huh? Okay, where is the sell everything container? Actually, you know what? Tag that place, please. Ooh, looks like it's right over there. Maybe not too far away. I like the looks of this. Anyway, to the comment section here a moment. I've been starting off with Hetro. He was saying, good video. Thank you very much for that. Niles DeBroy was saying, quality issues with the John Deere disc gripper, huh? Traded in for a Case IH Eco Tiger, and then go hide that John Deere junk in the tree line. I hate to agree with you there, Niles, but unfortunately I might have to, yeah. That particular disc gripper was... Ooh, do I need to be in here? I think I need to be in here, don't I? Yeah, that particular ripper, at least on the ground we have here, New Evan, not so good. Maybe on flatter ground, might be okay, but not the ground we have here. Welcome to the sell everything container, huh? Oh boy. Not gonna be a fun one to get into, is it? Yeah, the mod author definitely did not do us a favor on this map as far as like sell points go. The sell points are not very friendly in my opinion on this map. Wonder if this is a spot you can buy stuff too, because I see stacks of various things there. Oh, hello, toolbox and manure spreader, collectible. I think this one sells a little bit quicker though. $12,000. Like I said, we don't make a whole lot of money off this one, but hey, $12,000 is $12,000, right? I mean, how many of you folks watching would turn down $12,000? Yeah, I didn't think so. And out of curiosity, what else does this place do here? Because I see there's an exclamation point in here. Sell wood. Oh, for selling wood? Okay. I'm assuming that's what that's for. Okay, back to the... Ooh, look out for the car. Who is, like, driving right down the middle of the freaking road. Mason was saying, I figured you would have run the green plow. I like how they have a cash machine at the dealer. Let's turn you back on here a minute. We'll continue reading his comment. back to the baler I was running as well. Yeah, going back to, he was saying, I like how they have a cash machine at the dealer because you go into debt buying that overpriced red junk. Actually, there are backup cameras in the game if you install the work camera mod, and the mod has one setup on it. It also says, do you have the hired worker stupidity mod installed? If so, remove that mod. I wish it was easy as removing that, but unfortunately, the hired worker's doing a pretty good job on this field this time around, I think, isn't he? Yeah. Yeah, the planting we had some issues with. Again, over on that end of it, I don't know what was up with that, but Niles was saying, ooh, interesting comment here. Looks like on the European hitches. Curious to see what he has to say here. The different styles of hitches used in Europe each has some advantages and were designed due to the conditions that were present at a point in the time in history. Take the high trailer hitch from Germany. It was developed after World War II, so farmers easily could use the abundant military surplus of truck trailers, which had a high hitch point. The British hydraulic-controlled telescopic hook-style hitch was developed to make it possible to hitch a wagon very quickly without having to get off the tractor, especially during forage chopping with minimal investment in tractors and manpower. You would have a similar hitch on the back of a forage harvester, so swapping wagons was made easy. Okay, and he's got a really long comment there. I'm probably not going to read all of this. But yeah, for those of you curious, episode 16 here on my Farming Simulator 22 series. Check out Niles. If I think of it, I'll try to maybe pin this comment because it looks like it's quite interesting here. So that explains. And yeah, for those of you who have ever seen like the European high hitches, by the way, they've always got more than one, right? Actually, I think there's a 3. Oh, this one doesn't even have the high hitch, does it? This one just has that lower hitch. This one probably has the high one, I bet. Probably actually using it, too. Oh, no, maybe not. I didn't see the high hitch on that one. Maybe the red tractors don't have the high hitch? Oh, well, whatever. But yeah, usually you have the high hitch. There's also that lower hitch, and then there's another style lower hitch, too. So it's like 3 different hitch styles. Yeah. I don't quite understand it, but whatever. Niles was continuing, we'll read a little bit more of this, talking about the American style hitch here. What you call the American style hitch drawbars are used in some European countries, such as Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. So they actually do, again, I call it the American style. It's a drawbar. But however, the 80 millimeter ball hitch on the tractor and the upside down spoon on the trailer implement appears to be more and more popular. It makes for easy hitching and a tighter coupling between the tractor and the implement. It says eliminating lurching when you start pulling or braking. Not to mention when operating a larger square baler, which can be lurching back and forth with each stroke of the baler piston. Yes, that's a good point. Yep. Some of that slop on, again, going back to the American drawbar, might just be due to wear. I'm sure some of you folks, too, like if you've ever seen any of the American drawbars that are well used, they're typically not round anymore, right? They're usually a little more ovalish. But yeah, going back to the American drawbar, too, a lot of times, especially on the newer equipment nowadays, Evan, farmers are usually running a little bit tighter tolerances on that, right? You have larger equipment there, they have much tighter fitting pins and stuff like that, so you're not having necessarily that lurching problem. Back in some of the older, smaller equipment there where, pin size, close enough, whatever fits, stick it in there. It's maybe not quite necessarily the case anymore, especially again with the larger equipment where if you're using a class 5 pin, you're pin on the tractor and the pin on the implement, they're probably like really close in size, right? Tank is full. Which one? Combine? Combine. Oh, and speaking of being full, by the way, this episode is plumb full here as well. So again, thanks for watching. You folks have any comments and or questions, be sure to leave them down below. And as always, Evan, thanks for watching. Until next time.